I'm going to start this off with a simple question. Are you sure that your weapon's element is actually active? From a quick glance at any of the weapon trees, it may look like all of the fully upgraded weapons have elements, but this is actually not the case. In fact, some of the weapons here are indeed non-elemental. At this point, you're probably thinking, what is this guy talking about? Allow me to explain. What you are seeing is really a combination of elemental weapons mixed in with a bunch of non-elemental weapons that have hidden elements that are not naturally active. Let's begin by learning how to tell the difference between an active element and a hidden one. There are 3 ways to do so. 2 are somewhat subtle, the other not so much. We'll start with the subtle ways first. Here is a perfect example of both an elemental weapon and a non-elemental one. First of all, take a look at the element icon on both weapons. As you can see, the icon is slightly brighter on one weapon, while the other one actually looks a bit grayed out. As it turns out, the weapon with the brighter icon is indeed the elemental weapon, while the one with the grayed out icon is really a weapon with a hidden element. The second indicator is if a weapon starts without an element and then gains one at rarity 5 or later, you know that that element is hidden. These first 2 tips are the most useful early on in the game when you might be able to see the weapons in the upgrade trees but are unable to see the weapon's actual equipment info, which happens to be the best way to know which of the 2 types of weapons you are dealing with. By moving your cursor over a weapon in a weapon tree, you'll bring up that weapon's equipment info on the right hand side of the screen. If the text for the element listed here is lit up, either white, red, or green, you know that that element is active. If the element listed is grayed out, with the actual numerical value of the element in parentheses, you can be sure that this is a non-elemental weapon with a hidden element. The only thing that could possibly skew the information in the equipment info window is having the free element skill on your armor, as it will display the element as being active even if it is a hidden one. Which conveniently brings us to the next question I intend to answer. How do you make use of a weapon's hidden element? Funnily enough, I just answered that question a moment ago. The answer is the free element skill. Now, I'm just going to take a moment to mention the ammo up part of the skill. Free element is always paired with ammo up, so you'll never see them apart. Ammo up enables bowguns to have larger clip sizes for specific ammo types, but since that has no bearing on hidden elements, that's the last I will mention it. So, back to free element. As you can see, it comes in 3 levels with the max level, level 3, giving the full effect of a weapon's hidden element. Although all you need is a minimum of level 1 in the skill to make use of the hidden element, it will, of course, be at a reduced capacity compared to the number displayed in the equipment info window. In the background here, you can see some damage comparisons of a hidden element weapon without free element and with each level of free element applied without any other modifiers. At this point, the only other thing left to mention is where you can find free element. There are only a few pieces of armor that actually have it, which you can see in the background here. Free element can also be found in the form of a level 3 decoration. Okay, that about does it for the topic of hidden elements on non-elemental weapons and the free element skill. I hope this long-winded video might help enrich your hunting experience, and we'll see if I end up with any other topics to talk about like this one. Until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.